Hi, everybody. Welcome back to El Caile podcast with Gabriela. It's New Year's. Woo! Happy 2026. Woo! This is me everywhere I went. Woo! No, seriously, for dude, last episode I was clearing my throat the whole time. Fuck, it's winter, okay? But not last for. Well, what was I gonna say for Valentine's Day? For New Year's Eve, a friend of mine, shout out She Knows Smoke, Shane, he invited me to Crybaby for like the I was gonna say the Thanksgiving party, the New Year's Eve party. What's wrong with me?
I would go to a Thanksgiving party though.
At Crybaby.
That sounds excellent.
The New Year's Eve party at Crybaby was fucking epic. I was there for a whole 52 minutes. No, I had a great time. So I just went. So, okay, let me tell you what happened. I asked my friend Amy, hey, let's go to this party in San Francisco on 16th Street for Sazon Libre because I love Sazon Libre. I was telling someone about Sazon Libre. We have to talk to them. Eventually, you'll hear the lore about how I know them from back in the day, but they're a DJ duo and they do like a mostly Latin music set. So usually when you're a Latin person and you love to dance like reggaeton or you love when they drop like a Spanish banger, and you go to the club, you're waiting for the moment when the DJ drops the Bad Bunny song. Like, you're waiting for that moment all night long. But when you go to a Sazon Libre party, they're dropping all the Bad Bunny songs. They're dropping all the good Spanish music, so Latin music. So I wanted to go to that party, and it was fucking storming, bitch. It was storming on New Year's Eve here. And I text my friend Amy and I was like, hey, like, do you still want to go out? And I was like, don't worry. Like, if not, it's okay. We don't have to go out like in Noah's flood type, It was so fucking rainy. And she's like, bitch, the flood is here. So I'm like, okay, she doesn't want to go out, I guess. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I'm a grown up. I don't need to go out for New Year's, You can see that. Like, nothing bad's going to happen if I stay home. And I was actually here and I was thinking like, okay, I'm just going to go home and take a shower and wash my hair and blow dry it. And then when my hair is blow dried, I can make the decision then to like get in my pajamas or get in my New Year's Eve outfit, So I go home and I take a shower and I start doing my hair and everything. And my hair is blow dried and I'm sitting there and I have this like glittery dress that's like it has sequins and it has like a boa right here, like like a feather boa type beat, and it's like this. And where the fuck am I gonna wear that dress to? Because why would I wear a glittery dress ever? Why would I wear like that kind of dress with like a boa? Maybe I would if I'm like at the club or something, or I don't know, like yeah, like if I was out. If I was on a boat, yeah. See, maybe more boats. 2026. These are gonna be my New Year's resolutions. More boats, more boas, more glittery dresses. But I was just thinking, like, I'm never gonna get to wear this dress. Maybe until like my birthday next year, or like next Christmas or New Year's. So I just made the executive decision at 10 o'clock that I was gonna go out. So I get in all my clothes and my shoes and my makeup and everything. And I left my house around 10:20 and I made it to downtown Oakland at like 10:35. So I was like in the club at like 10:35 and I'm like on the stage like doing like my what do you call it? Like my lowercase dancing, like can't get too hot. I was in a big ass coat. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, it's 2025 is gone. And then it was 12 o'clock. Sheena DJ'd from 10 to 12. So at 12 o'clock, he was off the stage. And it was like New Year's and they did do the ball drop, whatever. Not the ball drop because we're not in New York. Happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan. Happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan. That's how I felt. That's how I felt at Crybaby when Federation was on the stage and they were doing hyphy at midnight and to bring in 2026. Happy. Why do I keep saying happy birthday, happy Thanksgiving, happy New Year, Lieutenant Dan? That's literally how I felt. But it was like 12, and then literally at 12:14, I called my Uber to bring me home. And then I went home, and I got in the shower. I washed all the makeup off. I washed, like, everybody's, like, passing me by germs off. Just all the germs.
Cleanse.
Yeah. And then I chopped up an apple and some Doritos, and I put lime and Valentina sauce. And that was my first meal of 2026 at 12:30. By 12:30, I was like in front of my laptop, just like eating Doritos. I was like, that was so fun. I need to do that more often.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right?
It's like you got a little morsel.
It's unheard
A
of.
little taste.
Yeah, and my Uber back home was only $24.
Oh, even better.
What more can I ask
You're
for?
really that girl.
I really am, right? And I was on the stage all night.
Of course you were.
I didn't even have to be down in the pit.
It would be weird if you weren't on stage.
Right. I know. People are probably like, who the fuck is that? Why is she in here?
Don't worry about it, sweet whore.
It was fun, though. It was really fun. I had a great time. Shout out my friend Shino Smoke. He's doing really cool things in Sacramento. I don't go that far because the BART don't run over there. But I watched his Instagram posts and I seen him DJ here and it was so much fun. So yeah, it's 2026. I'm gonna be honest. It's the dead of winter, bitch. It is not the new year. The new year is in March. When does spring start?
I think it's March. My sister was telling me that like January was the time for her to prepare for the actual new year.
So it's like in January you get a 3-month trial of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And then
March.
yeah.
That's when you really like lock in.
Exactly. I feel like when it's springtime, your 3-month trial is over and you have to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the spring. I feel like I'm not done with 2025 yet. I feel like there's still so many things to do. I was thinking like if we did a recap of 2025 for the podcast, it'd be like it'd be like a time lapse of like 2 seconds. Like I'm gonna do that actually. Just speed it up, and then you'd expect to see like hella cool stuff, and it's just like just like us with the putting up the Christmas tree, and then it comes down, and that's it.
Your elf costume.
Me and the elf costume with the bells. That's it. That's all you get. No, we actually got a lot of cool artists to come do Christmas songs, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I am excited because everyone else is excited. That's kind of like how it always works for me. Like I get excited because everyone else is excited. I personally have nothing to be excited about because I still have a lot of shit that I have to get done for 2025, and I do believe that the new year starts in the spring because it's cold still. People are like, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym and like jogging. Bitch, it's raining. We got to jog around your...
It's literally a flood warning out there.
There is a flood warning.
That's crazy.
There's like, it's cold.
Stay home.
It gets dark at like 4 p.m.
Eat some stew.
Yeah, lay down.
Cuddle up and chill out.
Watch movies. You don't need to be
I
outside.
feel like we shouldn't even be working until March.
Right? Ever.
Ever.
I feel like we should just never work.
Go live on a beach.
Yeah, see, on the beach. Perfect. And eat bananas and coconuts.
And
Mangoes. I'm down for that.
Fun.
We should do that. India's moving away next year.
I am.
That's crazy that you're moving away. And Will's friend Bess is moving away next year too.
Where's she going?
Or he.
He. Where's he going?
I guess the Bess has no gender.
Yeah.
That's my Bessie. I know you wouldn't know if Bess was a girl or a boy. Damn, that's crazy. It could be anybody. Bess.
I just assume everyone's a woman until I prove it.
I love that. I love that for you.
Thank you.
I feel like I have to implement that into, okay, yeah, that's going to be part of my ends for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
But he's moving to Mexico. Yeah. So I'm like, is it time to go?
I think so. Something spiritually is off here, and it's gonna really hit in 2027.
2027?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's a war Or
Yeah.
if it's just like complete societal collapse. I don't know.
Well, you know, they're getting rid of Red 40.
Good.
I'm like, that's gonna really tear my world down. That's really
What am I gonna do when I can't taste red?
I know. What am I gonna do when I'm drinking a red Gatorade and I don't look like I'm eating human flesh?
Good riddance.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm for the Red 40 ban, but I just think it's funny. Because what about hot Cheetos, girl?
Oh, yeah, that part.
They're just going to be tan. They're not even going to be red no more.
Are they still going to be spicy?
Well, we're hoping.
If they're not, I'm going to, like, illegally...
But the red 40 is not spicy. The red 40 is just color.
Red.
Yeah, and I feel like it makes you a little bit crazy.
There just sent me videos where they were testing them and they taste the same.
They taste the same.
Good. Well, then I'm okay.
But it's not the same because they're not red.
And they're not staining your fingertips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not going to die earlier.
Tomato.
I think it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
You win some, you lose some.
No, I'm for the red dye ban. And they said that it like gives kids like anxiety and all the bad things in the world.
How about the world gives me anxiety?
You're like, give me my fucking red Cheetos.
I would rather have free healthcare before I get rid of Red 40.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But who am I? I'm no white guy.
You sure aren't a white guy. I'm like, I don't want to get into that. Why does this always happen to me? I'm like, what would it take for free healthcare? Let's stick to the Red 40 conversation. That's more of my alley. Literally the corner store in the alley.
Got it.
So yeah, 2026 is gonna be cool. I'm excited. I feel like a grown up this year. 2025, I did dumbass shit. Like, I literally did not follow my intuition. Like, I did stuff that I knew I was not supposed to do. I sat down for long periods of time. I drank lots of yerba mate. I was really dehydrated. Like, I literally did bad shit this year. 2025 was a crazy... Like, I used to think, like, 2023 was my scumbag year. Girl, you had seen nothing yet. Like, 2025 was a real scumbag year. Especially because, okay, I realized that I can rely on my natural beauty a lot. Because I literally would like roll out of bed and like brush my hair like 3 times and then go to work and be like, oh, you look so good. I'm like, and I should have brushed my hair more, you know, or I should have like picked the outfit better. But I just don't. And I'm like, oh, I look great. And then maybe I don't, but maybe I do.
Maybe you do.
So I think in 2025, I relied a lot on my natural beauty and I tested the limits of how far I can take it. 2026, I'm going to try to be better. I'm going to be better at that and like spend a longer time brushing my hair, especially. And just taking better care of myself, you know?
Yeah.
Like, stop relying on the Instagram filter. Stop relying on your natural beauty. 2026. Give your natural beauty a break. Pick up a hairbrush. You know? Put on a little concealer somewhere here and there. I know you don't do that. Yeah, I think for me, just like
just roll out of bed.
It's the best, but
I think do as much as you want to do.
Yeah, I think my standard needs to be a little higher for the aesthetics. Yeah, I think like in past years, I was very much about my aesthetics. Even though I looked a hot ass mess, I thought I was like so good looking, you know, and it made me feel so much better. And I feel like now I've like settled into how I look. And then now I'm like more relaxed, but then that makes me like a little bit lackadaisical when it comes to my like maintenance and upkeep. And this shit's expensive. Like nails cost a lot of money. Yeah. Like hair care and skin stuff costs a lot of money. That's why you need a lot of boyfriends.
Yeah, or you get one rich boyfriend that can send you to Korea, and you have a whole empty suitcase loaded up with all the skincare.
Okay,
stuff.
so I've been thinking about that, right? Because in other countries they do like the nice skincare, or like you can buy, say like you want to buy in bulk, but then what? Like you need to get a fridge for it, because then it's gonna expire before you can use all of it.
Yeah, they have those little mini fridges.
Yeah, the fridge. Yeah.
So they probably just shove it in their fridge.
2026 skincare fridge. Yeah. See, oh my God. Okay.
Add that to the list.
Another thing is like I need to wake up earlier.
Ugh, don't get me started.
And go to okay, they're like you need to wake up earlier. Okay, now I'm tired. You need to go to and then you need to go to sleep early, I guess. But then
where do I have fun? When
and then
fun time?
if I go to sleep early, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night or like at 3 a.m. and I'm going to be up and then I'm going to be sleepy and then I got to wake up early. It's just such a bad problem. But yeah, wake up more early. That's how you know I'm not going to do it. Wake up more earlier. No, I do. I'm like just telling you all my fucking business. How like unorganized my life is and how much of a shit human being I've been on 2025. It's not true though. I did cool stuff too.
Like what?
What did I do this year? Oh my God, I can't even think of one thing. No, I had a rough year. Like, I worked this retail job that was so crazy. Like, it was so, I was there for 3 months and it was just unhinged behavior. Like, I'm not an NDA and fuck that place. But, okay, so in the first 3 months, I got sexually harassed. When I reported the sexual harassment, the lady asked me, "What were you wearing?" Girl, is this the fucking 1800s? Why would she ask me that? It's so funny because I was like, okay, I guess like maybe she's covering all the bases. Like maybe she's trying to like see it from a bigger scope. So I'm just like going through all of these thoughts. And then I remember I was actually here. I was at the studio. And I'm like, something about that is just like not sitting right in my spirit. So I asked my girl ChatGPT and I was like, is this correct? And they're like, no, that is very legally risky. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like making this big ass deal. And later I found out that she's like seriously like just fucked up. Like that lady's so fucked up. Like weird homophobic. Then she was homophobic to me. Not to me, but she said like homophobic things. So basically... because I had like reported the sexual harassment, so she thought we were like besties or something. And then she's like, one day like this other person was gonna come work at our shop, but I don't even work on the weekends, and that person was gonna be on the weekends. So she's like, oh, I just need to like warn you about this person. He's really strange, and he stares holes into the men. And like as soon as she started like trying to like kiki with me, because girl, we are not friends. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to be working, so, like, you don't even need to tell me this. Like, I'm not even going to be here, so, like, let's just save this conversation, and, like, maybe if I work with him, maybe you can, like, brief me, but I don't really need to hear none of this. She's like, well, we think he might be gay. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not homophobic, so, like, good thing I'm not, because I don't have a problem with that, and I'm not going to be here, you know?
Again, you're not going to be here.
She's like, yeah, well, just in case he, like, stares at you, because... we think he stares at the women because he wants to be a woman. I'm like, first of all, you got your gays all fucked up. Because if he wanted to be a woman, he would be a different type of gay. He'd be a trans person. And if he was, who fucking cares? She's like, oh, I just wanted to tell you. And I'm like, why? I'm not even going to be here. Okay, that bitch was crazy. Okay, tell me why one time, right? I've told this story to like so many people and everyone's just like, girl, this is crazy that you ended up there. So we have a playlist, like the store's playlist, and you can play any song on that playlist because they're cleared. Like they're cleared, they're clean, they're like not profane on none of that. So the playlist is playing and it plays Blue Cantrell, Hit 'Em Up Style. Absolute fucking banger. So, you know, I turned that shit up. I'm just like, hell yeah. Hit him up style, girl. Get him for all he's got. So I'm like, hell yeah. I'm like, I haven't heard this song in so long. Like, I love this song. And so the place that I worked at was like mostly men. Customers and the employees. Like, it's rare that like a woman is there. So I think maybe that's why she felt kind of like in her element because she likes being around guys. So she comes up to me. She says, Gabriela, you need to change this song right now. And I'm like, why? It's not profane. Like, it's on the playlist. It's cleared. Why do we need to? Well, the men don't want to hear that. I'm like, girl, fuck the men. Fuck what the men want to hear.
Who cares?
Okay? Hit 'em up style. Dumbass bitch. What the fuck? I was so mad. I was like, what?
That's anti-black.
And I'm like, listen, it's anti so many things. And I'm like, did someone say that to you? Like, did one of the people here be like, hey, like, this song is really pissing me off because, like, if I cheat on my wife, she better not take my money. Like, what? She was like, no, I just know that it like bothers them and they don't want to hear this. It literally is like, caught my man cheating. So I called my friends and we spent his money. Who cares what they're talking about? Who cares if the man, and like the man didn't even say nothing. It was just her like wanting to please the mans. Ew.
Leave pick-me's in 2020.
Okay, but how are you like 60 and you're a pick-me girl?
That's crazy.
Anyways, that place was crazy. That was my 2025. That was in the beginning of the year. I don't remember. It might have been like towards the end of the year. The very beginning of the year, that was crazy for me. I was in this room actually. And now look at this room. That's crazy. That was crazy. This year was so insane. I'm trying to be grateful and be like, okay, at least it's like I learned from that, and it's definitely been like humbling experiences. And I feel like it's time to tell my side of the story. No, I'm just kidding. It's it's time I tell my side. No, I'm kidding. It was just crazy. And I feel like so much wiser, honestly. And I know I'm like a know-it-all. Like I'm always like, this is what it is. Listen to me. And I got the answers and all the things. Like, it makes me just want to shut the fuck up. Like, it just makes me want to be like, you know what? I don't even care anymore. And I feel like I learned this a lot during when I had surgery, and I was really anxious because the surgery basically like stripped me of everything I had. Like, my friends weren't really around that much, and I was just like really unhealthy and skinny and just like I don't know, it fucked me up so bad. And I would get really anxious at my job. So I played Stoicism YouTube channels. Have you ever heard of the Stoics?
No.
They're really just like Stoicism is just to be like as still and unbothered as possible. So it's like if somebody comes and tries to like make fun of you or throw you off track, like just agree with them. Even if you don't agree with them, just be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And like kind of just starve them for the attention that they want, or even situations like just starving situations for the response that they want from you. And I learned to do that really well after I had my surgery, like just kind of like contain the negativity. And I feel like during all of these experiences in 2025, like I had to be a fucking pro at that. Like I just had to like be very stoic and like hold my ground, hold my composure, like be very just about me, like be on my own team so that I don't like fall into the negativity that's being presented. It was just crazy. It's been a crazy year, but obviously I'm right here and I look great. So it can't be that bad. I'm healthy. My friends are here. My little elf friend up there. I have a new elf friend. Yeah, I know. Like he's back there on the chicken.
That's cool.
That's hella funny. He's really up there. So yeah, crazy 2025, but 2026 is definitely, once March comes, and it's the year of the horse. We gotta talk about that because I'm year of the horse. I was born in 1990, so it was the year of the horse, and it's more like a year of action. Last year was the year of the snake, so it was like shedding and like just little snaky stuff. And now the year of the horse, like horses are long, long legs, long hair, long miles that they run.
All luscious.
Yeah, and like a lot of action.
Good hair.
Good hair, right? Nice. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like, I don't know. I lost a lot of hope. I like hanging out with people. Like Will has a really small baby, so he's like really hopeful, obviously, because he looks at his baby all day, and then the baby just like all he wants to do is play. I don't know, like with his toys, So you're like, yeah, of course, like that baby's has to grow up. And I have other friends too that have like small kids or like school age kids, so they're hopeful because they see their children, and the children have such a long way to go. So you're like, oh yeah, of course, like the world is gonna continue to move and grow. And I feel like as somebody who doesn't have kids and who just sees like my own just things happening, I'm like, okay, what is going to happen here? Like the uncertainty gets really like crazy, and then you start to lose hope, especially everything that's been happening this year, like with immigration and the Constitution being jeopardized over and over and over every day, and like Jessica Kirk going on going on tour. Like, I just want to be her. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just want to have a dead husband.
Have you
Fuck.
seen those like memes when they're like, "Oh, normal widows, I miss my husband."
Yeah.
Jessica Kirk.
It's like, shh. It's like hella fireworks. Yeah.
One person did trapeze.
Oh, yeah. She's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fuck, that bitch is crazy. We're not going to talk about Jessica Kirk, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been such a crazy year, and I'm like, oh, I really am just clawing at the last bit of hope left inside me for like being an American brown person, like a foreign American person, you know? But it's okay. We're going to be all right. And so I wanted to talk about ins and outs for 2026 and outs for 2025. And yeah, the first one that comes to mind that made me really upset recently, I'm not going to call anybody out, but if you feel called out, the shoe fits, girl, then you should wear it, is photographers on the stage at shows. Like the photographer, okay, I went to film school, okay? I went to school for photo and film. Those were all the classes I took when I went to school. And the photographer gets a press pass, and in front of the stage, there's this area where the photographers can stand with their big ass cameras and take photos of the performer. It's always been like that. It's always been you get a press pass and you get to stand in the very, very front of the venue where the stage is. Sometimes you get to go backstage, but you literally run out on the stage, take your photo, and get the fuck off the stage. Why, if I'm paying money to see my favorite artist, why is your fucking photographer in every photo, in every video? I don't care about him. And then they'll just be like this, recording, like looking like your dad chaperoning you on your date or something, like just standing there like, sometimes not even with the camera. Like, oh my God, get off. Please go somewhere. Like, go take pictures backstage. Go take pictures of the fans and the crowd. Stand in your designated press pass area. When did that start happening?
I don't know. I've never really paid attention though.
I guess because you're not, yeah.
I'm not a
And you're, yeah.
photographer.
Or like, I'm sure that there's people who pay attention to this, and a lot of people are going to film me because I really cannot stand that shit. It just looks so crazy. It already looks crazy. Okay, and I think this is like on the vine of something else, because one time I went to the club, and usually there's girls sitting on the couches with like, you know, with the boobs out and the dress, and they're just like on the couch, and they're like out on display, right? Or when people are like singing and dancing and like getting all fucked up, they're like standing on top of the couch or standing on the stage, and you know, and it's girls. And why I went to the club and it was all dudes. It was all guys. It was all guys standing on top, and I'm like, what is that? What is that?
You don't belong there.
What is that? Why are they up there? Why are the men dancing on? It's like, God, the men you sent down here to build these homes are dancing on the couch at the club.
Send them back.
Please, take them back. Should we bring them free drinks?
I don't know. What is the policy?
What, t-shirt contest?
Yeah.
Anyways, I just don't like seeing men on display, okay? Unless it's like, obviously, if you're at your favorite artist show and he just happens to be a man. Some people just happen to be men and they're great people.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, and it's not their fault that they were born like that.
Yeah.
But then if you're like, you know,
Figure it out.
that's out for 2025. And in for 2026 would be maybe just hiring more women in general.
Yeah.
I think the women have a different eye that needs to be just more respected and paid.
Yes.
Pay the women.
Pay the women.
Pay the women. And I also feel like women, unless obviously if you're competent and you love your job, like all power to you. But I think like when it comes to the relationship with men, just be as like useless as possible to them. You know what I mean? Like, just let them help you sometimes. I feel like, okay, this is what it is. I feel like we need to ask men for help more. And men just need to become more helpful.
I'd say I like the last part.
Men need to become more helpful.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't want to ask men for anything.
I hate to be the defender of men because that's not who I am. But a lot of my best friend is a man. I love I love a lot of men.
My best friend is a man. That's what white people say about black people.
My best friend is a man. That sounds like a scary story.
Got, flashbacks.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean?
You know when if a white person says something racist and then that's racist.
And you're like,
no, my best friend.
My best friend is. I don't hate men. My best friend is a man.
Exactly.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm like, huh? It's like loading like this.
Here we go. We got there.
Anyways, not to defend men, but we do should ask them. We should ask them. I think sometimes you need to ask for what you want. That works, Like sometimes when guys try to talk to me, I just ask them for money. And then if they give it to me, I win. And then if they don't, they just leave me alone. They're like, that bitch is broke. Like, yeah, okay. Are you going to help me? Yes or no? Are you going to help me? Yes or no?
Does it work?
Sometimes. Most of the time that when it's work, then it's working, Yeah. When it works, it works.
Exactly.
And I seen this tweet and it was like, would you ever marry somebody? Would you rather marry someone for love or money? And it's like, I would never fall in love with somebody with no money. And I would never get married unless I was in love with somebody. So there you go. It makes all the difference. It really does. It really does. So you do have to ask. And I feel like the ask, it literally will invite or deter. Like, it'll invite the correct person in, and then it'll deter the wrong person. Because if he's going to tell you, no, girl, you do not need to talk to him. Trust me. No.
It's a flop.
It is a flop. So, out for 2026. I mean, out and down.
In for 2026?
In for 2026. Give women more money.
Excellent takeaway.
Right?
I'm fucking dying right now.
It's true.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Every woman.
I want to give my woman money.
Right?
See?
Yeah. I think
I want to take care of my family.
Right.
And the people that I love so.
Yeah, I think when the guy doesn't have like a protector instinct, is something wrong with him. Not something wrong, but like he needs to be protected. So he's got to figure that part out. Whether it's like detachment from your dad or like the father figure in your life was not present, didn't show you how to do that, or you don't feel that, I feel like guys are angry at their parents sometimes, or just in life in general. And it's like, how are you fucking mad? I've had so many guys, grown-ass men too. Grown-ass men. I'm not going to say any names, okay? But this beautiful sign back here, it was hanging somewhere. And someone else was going to use the room after me. So I had to take the sign down because there was like a project happening. The sign couldn't be up. I was like, okay, it's no problem. I'm not going to take it down. So I don't care because I know I'm not going to take this. Like, I'm not going to climb on a ladder and like, that's not something I would do. So I'm like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of it. So I like forgot to take the sign down. And at the time there was someone in the room, and the person told dude like Gabriela didn't take the sign out. So dude texts me and goes, Gabriela, I know you're having a great time and partying with your friends in there, but I really need you to take that sign down. So he's already saying hella extra little shit. So that, okay, obviously you want to have a conversation with me, or why are you even saying all this extra stuff? Just be like, hey Gabriela, you forgot to take the sign down. I'm gonna do it right now. Don't worry. So then I go in that room and the guy in there, I was like, hey, I know you need the sign down. Do you mind taking it down for me? And the guy was so nice. He was like, yeah, of course. I just didn't know like if I could touch it or not, and like where you wanted me to put it. So I was like, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, do you mind taking it down and just bringing it over here? So the guy's like hella cool with me, takes it down, brings it where I need it to go. And then I text dude and I'm like, hey, because he had given me hella sass for no reason, you know? So I text him back and I was like, the sign is down. So-and-so took it down, and he was really kind about it. He said it was no problem. And then he texts me back. He goes, haha, I bet you get that a lot. And I'm like, what does that mean? You're mad because someone was nice to me? Because I'm a girl, right? Literally, because I'm a girl. Because
what are you funky about, though? Like,
because he wants to be the baddest bitch. Because he's like, I'm the baddest. He's like, I'm the baddest bitch. You're not. That's my friend. And he took the sign down because he wants to have sex with you. And if I could have sex with him, that sign would still be up. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what he's telling me. That's literally what he's telling me. Like, oh, he took it down because he was trying to fuck. Like, no, he took it down because the sign needs to come down because you said so, madrina. Yeah, what the hell? No, but guys have been like that to me, or like if I get special treatment, because obviously I'm a woman. Like your women and your children are like non-negotiables. You have to take care of the women and the children, and there's people that understand that, and there's people that don't. You know,
That's true.
like remember the guy on Titanic, and what everybody was like rushing off the ship, and then he like stole someone's baby, and he's like, I have a child. That's that guy. Something else that I saw on TikTok, I've been seeing it for like the past couple of days, and this guy, his name is Santa Fe Clan. He threw a posada at his house in the hood, and this guy is an international superstar. He's a Mexican rapper, and he's super, super, super famous. Like, he's super famous, and every TikTok, or not every TikTok, but like every podcast you see him in, or every time he speaks somewhere, like he does a show or like an appearance, he's so down to earth and so cool. So he got on TikTok, or I think he actually got on Facebook and posted, and he was like, hey guys, voy a hacer una posada en mi casa, come. And my mom's making tamales and pozole, and you guys are welcome to come and bring like other stuff like that people eat in Mexico during the holidays. I think he's like, traigan el ponche, something like that. And basically he threw a party in the hood in his house, his mom's house. And I was watching TikToks and people showed up. Wow. So it's literally like a big ass celebrity doing that.
That's wild.
It was so cool. And I'm like, I'm always crying on TikTok. I'm like crying just watching the people. Because he's like, oh, my mom made tamales and pozole. They're all right there. And literally there's tamales and pozole that his mom made. I know. And I was just like, literally there was just like tears coming down like this. I'm like, oh my God, that is so cool that he did that for his people.
That's beautiful.
It's not just like riding around in your neighborhood passing out toys or like something like that. It's like he literally
photo op.
Right. He hosted his entire family. Or his entire community. Wow. So that was really cool. And yeah, that was just something I've seen online. And obviously we were just talking about the peace walk, the Buddhist monk peace walk. I don't know what is going on, because as far as I know, those monks don't really leave their monasteries. I feel like they live there and they pretty much stay there. So I'm like, why are they leaving? And then why are they coming here to the US? And I was just saying how, right? Yeah. Or maybe they're...
I guess they go places sometimes. Some go places.
I feel like they're really big on like protesting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's some that even like set themselves on fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I
So they will travel for
I don't think they're like nuns
demonstration.
where they like stay.
Yeah, and like
You're
serve
missing
from
that.
inside
I
the
think they're
place.
like really like about their body. They can probably fight.
They probably could fight.
Some do.
They look strong.
That's
No,
where
but don't they fast? So they
some do, but that's where I would go if I got laid off.
like
I
to
would
do
go
a
to
monastery.
China to a monastery to learn kung fu from some monks.
I feel like you're not kidding when you say that.
I'm dead ass.
Like you would really do
I've
that.
already priced it out. 3 months for $1,800. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's gonna change your
And
life.
that's room and board. I could become a stunt person if I wanted to after that.
That's hella
That's where a lot of
time.
stunt people go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's such a cool job.
Right?
Damn.
Maybe I get into it.
That
But
sounds
nothing
so
too
cool.
crazy. I don't want to break anything.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah. Just like
You're
something.
literally going to China to go study martial arts from monks, and you're like, nothing.
Give me the nothing too much, please.
Please.
I think you're gonna feel the heavy part when you get there.
I'm just a girl.
When they give you a cold sip of water, when you take your first sip of cold Chinese water.
At 5 a.m.
Fuck.
Well, I'm just a baby, but I'm hoping to learn. And maybe it won't be so bad after a while.
That's intense. That's a big adventure to go on.
I know. But I went to the wilderness for 7
Oh
days.
yeah, girl, that is nothing compared to being in a whole other country. You need to learn a new language,
They speak some English.
and they don't have Mexican food over there.
Not the right kind.
Fuck. See, that's the type of shit I be thinking about. Like, if you go to a foreign country like that, far from where you grew up,
You're not getting anything.
no Mexican food.
No. And even if they tried, it wouldn't be the same.
You can't go to Crybaby and see the Federation at midnight. They're not gonna be in
I won't be
China.
able to see photographers on stage.
You're not gonna go. The photographers will not be on their phone on stage over there.
Yeah, that's the plan. So I know that some do kung fu and speak and travel.
Yeah, that's crazy. That sounds intense and fun though.
It does.
Like a big adventure. Like that's like some eat, pray, love shit. But then
Yeah.
where's your girlfriend gonna be at?
Well, this was all planned before she came into the picture.
You're like, you weren't included in this part, babe.
But I told her.
Guess you gotta learn kung fu. Fuck.
Come too. But she won't.
She won't.
She'll come to China, but she won't go to
The kung fu,
the
yeah.
kung fu lesson.
Hey, that sounds like a nice, clean, sterile life. Like people
Yeah.
over there just live these really nice, like
And they live
sterile.
so long.
Do they do drugs over there? Do they have like recreational, fun stuff?
Monks or China?
No, China.
It's like weed, you get
Like federal
death,
death.
Oh. I
Stop.
know there's some really strict laws in the Asian countries.
the Yakuza hustle fucking like little like the vape, the wax. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, little thing like that, it's like $100,000.
Dang. $100,000?
Of wax of like
Not even. Oh my god.
Dang.
so.
Wow. Well, you'll be very clean and pure, and maybe live forever. But you'll be like ripped too.
I'm like still stuck on like being in like a monastery, of you being in a monastery and learning kung fu, and your girlfriend just like at home in the Chinese home, like trying to figure out like learn how to speak Chinese.
She'll probably stay at a nice like resort.
Oh my god, it's so insane and crazy. Anyway, so back to the monks. We don't know why the monks are walking. They're walking for peace, and then every time I go in the comments on TikTok, it'll be like, this is a warning. This is a warning for like our country, because they, like I said, they don't even leave their monastery. Like they barely do. So, or maybe, yeah, when they do, it's not.
It's not good. You better listen.
I know, but like walk for peace in the US. Yeah, I guess the US has been kind of crazy recently, but I mean, it's been crazy everywhere. I think what happens, I don't know if this is like me, I have like an ignorant American mind, because we're shielded from a lot of news, and like I feel like our perspective is not always like the consensus. I feel like if you go on other medias, they're like talking about something different than what we're talking about, or like they see it in a different light. But I feel like as I'm learning about how other countries work, in other countries it's so much more violent and aggressive and upfront, and like there's wars happening, or there's, just invasions of countries and stuff like that, where it's like full contact sport. Whereas here it's more like interpersonal, and even though it does turn into a full contact sport, it's just like this passive aggressive, weird, racist, like individualistic vibe that like the US has about it. I mean, me as a foreign person, like I'm not foreign from that far. I'm just like from Mexico, and it's not that different here and there. But even I can feel it. Yeah. How it's like different. Like a different type of space. Yeah, like it's very interpersonal and like underhanded or something like that, or like passive. Yeah.
It's not like people are gonna run into the streets and like, I don't know, drag politicians out of their house.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they'll stand outside their house and yell at them.
Or like write hella posts online till like they like ruin their life.
Right.
Tyler the Creator's like, just close your eyes. Every time I think of like shit happening online, just close your eyes. Just log off. No, because then everybody else sees it.
Yeah, that part.
So yeah, shout out the monks. I hope they make it safely to their destination. People are like rushing them and like running to take photos with them or like recording them. And I saw this TikTok, and one of the leaders of like the movement that they're doing right now, or that walk, says that they don't want TikTokers or like YouTubers to be reporting hourly on them, because apparently like there's people reporting hourly where they are, what they're doing, and how they look like, and they don't want them doing that, and they said it's like for safety reasons. And then I seen this other post, I don't know where they were, but the monk was speaking on like a loudspeaker, and then the church, like the Baptist church with the signs, came like really close by to try to like, be louder than the monk. And I'm like, dude, it's literally a monk. Like he's in garb, right. Like he's in sandals, just doing this peaceful ass thing, and you're just with the big loud sign, like, get out of here. Hella funny. Hella funny. These are the people that have like that big Santa carriage for the Christmas services, and then like the mega churches. The
mega church. Yeah. People are like doing acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics in the sky.
Yeah, they've got pyrotechnics. There's fireworks in that house.
It's like a Cisco concert. It would be so lit in there. I'm like, damn. Imagine like you're going through something, and then like there's just hella fireworks at church that day. Like, okay.
Yeah, like you're going through a divorce.
Yeah. You're like there to like pray and be at peace, and they're like, shh.
No one's having peace today.
But that's crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so the monks. Shout out the monks. For tarot, last time we talked about archetypes. And we talked about how to handle an archetype when it shows up. When you can recognize it as an archetype, everything just gets easier and more fluid for you. I think even just, I was saying like even just in your life, when you can recognize an archetype and be like, for me, obviously I love love. Like I love like a love story. I hate when a movie doesn't have a love story. Like if the movie has no romantic aspect, it's like a trash movie to me, right? I always say like that's the love story. And it'll be a fucked up love story, but as long as it's in there, that's all that matters. When we saw One Battle After the Next, that was a love story. And it was fucked up and it was messed up, yeah. And the guy was freaked out. Like the old man was a freak, and he was part of the love triangle love story. Tiana Taylor, she's crazy for that.
Wow.
You gotta watch that movie.
Okay. Say it again.
One battle after another.
Okay.
That was a fucked up love story, but nonetheless. Anyways, so yeah, we talked about archetypes, and basically is just being like, I think this would help a lot of people out. The Empress is like the dream girl. The Empress is like the ultimate definition of beauty and youth and just aesthetic, like beautiful, aesthetically pleasing things, and the ocean and anything that has to do with beauty is like the Empress. And I feel like the Empress is obviously like that ultimate girl in your life or in the movies. And like if you meet someone and it's not the Empress, then don't entertain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait for that girl.
Yeah, like just wait for the Empress to show up to treat them like the Empress. Don't pretend that she's the Empress if you know. Okay, I hear this all the time. Like girls complain because they go through their boyfriend's likes and they're like tall, thin, brunette, and all of the man's likes will be like big booty blondes. And it's like, why are you liking a big booty blonde if your girl is tall and has a small butt?
Right.
So how does, it's like obviously the Empress doesn't look like your girl to you. The Empress looks like the girls that you're liking on Instagram, or wherever else, like whatever social media platform you use. So I feel like, yeah, the archetypes are really important and influential once you figure them out and decide what they mean for you. So today I kind of want to go over briefly the Fool's Journey and just what the Fool's Journey is and how it looks and what it feels like. So I talked a little bit about the Fool's Journey last time, and it's basically the hero's journey, like a full circle moment, somebody going through the motions, like a coming of age, just kind of like Forrest Gump, like Forrest Gump meets every character that he needs to meet in his life for him to be Forrest Gump, to come to the end. And it's crazy because Forrest Gump at the end, there's like a baby there. So that's a lot already. So we can go through the Fool's Journey together. Let me see if I can pull them from this deck. And I remember I said that my favorite tarot movie was The 22 Faces of God. And I really like the intro in that movie because before he gets into he only does major arcana. But before he gets into the story, he says basically like, don't go on the fool's journey if you're still greedy or like thirsty for riches and thirsty for recognition. Only go on the fool's journey. I think he said if you're like older than 40, like he said a really old age. I'm not that old, I'm just kidding. He said a really ancient time in history when people used to be born. No, he said like don't pursue the fool's journey unless you've already been through shit that is gonna make you like be sure that this is what you want to do and not you just messing around. Like make sure you do it from a place of maturity, respect, and wisdom instead of just doing it because like your best friend does it, So starting to put your own, I feel like it's like a recipient or like cubbies, and then you can start giving your life instances this much importance once you understand what it is. And you're like, oh my God, that's just like when I fell off my bike and broke my leg, It's like you have to understand the energy so it can pertain to your own life. And the major arcana is 22 cards. And the Fool is one of the 22 cards. But he's actually the one going through the shit. Okay. Damn, these are so clutch. The fact that they're huge like this. Like, how did I know to buy this big ass deck? Maybe it was meant to be a joke. Okay, so this is the Fool, and he's air energy, and he can be a he or a she. Sorry, I have a cramp. He could be a he or a she. This is like the most not fluent, but fluid character in the tarot because this is basically you always. When this comes up, it's talking about you. If it's pertaining to a situation, this is very personal to who you are because he's the one going through the journey. And I really like this card because he's an idiot, you know? Like, he doesn't care. He has no possessions. All his possessions are in this little sack. And basically, he's like about to go off a cliff because he's so distracted. And like this little dog is his companion. And there's a lot of purity in this card, like the white rose and the little white dog. And he's happy. And the number is 0 because he's infinite and almost like doesn't exist. It's almost like he's just perceiving everything and absorbing it and ready for whatever and is not married to one thing. That's why he gets to experience all the things because he's open. Or he, she, they. Basically, the advice is to not pursue the fool's journey unless you're ready to just be torn apart. Because basically that's what happens to the fool when he goes through the fool's journey. And I think that when we start experimenting with tarot is going to tear your ass apart. Tarot is going to really tear you down. Like I said this before, I have given readings where they're like, oh, I want a love reading. And we think it's going to be like sexy about their new boyfriend. And it's like, you need to get over your ex. Like you need to stop texting your ex right now. You need to delete all the old pictures and tear up the photos in the little drawer. Like he's not coming back, you know? And I think it's because tarot gets into the crevices and it gets really specific. So the fool's journey is like an experience. It's like a ride at Disneyland, honestly. But instead of just being momentary, it's your entire life. So it's just being very conscious, experiencing and being grateful of the experiences and just learning to observe and be. I don't remember this person. I'll like add it to the video, but when I was a senior in high school, there was this teaching about being like an eyeball in a forest, like being like a clear, transparent eyeball in a forest. So just learning to observe everything around you and be non-judgmental and be open and curious about the experience that you're having before judging it and being torn up about it. Like being able to really observe it for all the details that it has. And I think it's so cool to have something like tarot where you can even associate like colors and characters and like plants and dogs and the little dog. So I'll talk more about the observation of the tarot more so than letting it consume you or afflict you or even get you too juiced up. Like you shouldn't take anything. Nothing should, you shouldn't get flattered and you shouldn't get excited. And also you shouldn't be negatively impacted. It's really a way to learn to just observe it and learn it and study it instead of allowing it to consume you. And that's why when I talked about the archetypes, it's like the red light, right? It's like you observe the red light for what it is. You don't allow it to mess you up because you're late and now you got to stop at the red light. You just observe it and you allow it to be what it is and you accept it into your life. Like, okay, I'm late because of the red light, but the red light was here before me. So now this situation turns into a different narrative. So observing the archetypes and allowing them to share information with you and seeing your life. I guess a lot of it is also just romanticizing your life a little bit more and being like, this fucked up situation was just my tower moment. That's it. Like it was just my tower moment. And then now you understand that something comes after the tower, Or like I'm going through a moon phase. Recently, a lot of people that I have been reading for or in the past year, a lot of people got the moon card. And I think there was a lot of uncertainty that was happening like this year, 2024, 2025. For a lot of people, right? Like people are getting laid off, the economy's bad, you know? So feeling the moments in your life as just that archetype, having properties of this archetype instead of catastrophe, what was that? Catastrophizing it is really, really helpful. So I'm really excited to take the fool's journey with everybody. Damn, we haven't went for 1 hour before.
Yeah.
We usually only go for 40 minutes. But then I started just like being gossipy.
And we talked about China.
Oh, and then we talked about China for kind of a long time, huh? It's because the gummy hit.
That's why. Yep.
That's what happened in the middle of it. I was like, oh man, oh wow.
I saw it on your
I know. I was like, oh my god, I think India's gonna learn kung fu at a monastery, and I was like, oh my god, like I was just getting so. I was just like tripping off your girlfriend the whole time. I'm like, what is she gonna do while India's learning kung fu? Like, it's gonna take everything out of India. And she's just gonna, I imagine her just starting like a career as an influencer that does like those sterilizing videos where like they like
Oh, yeah.
do the trash liner and like the toothpaste dispenser and like everything's like sterile. That's why I kept saying like the sterile life. Like they live such a sterile life. Like there's no trash bins anywhere and everyone's hella polite.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Oh no, maybe that's like Korea too, right? In Korea, that's how they are.
Probably, yeah. Seem like a very sterile people.
I dream to one day have Caile be translated to all languages. So like someone in Korea watching it could be like, you guys are fucking stupid. And I always wonder this. So when I worked at Buffalo Exchange, there was always a lot of foreign people. Because I don't know why foreign people love like secondhand stores. I don't know why. There would be a lot of foreign people in the Buffalo Exchange. And if I ever talked to one of like a British person or a Australian person or like any person that spoke English but had an accent like in their English, I'd be like, can you do an American accent? I'd always ask them, can you do an American accent? And like they would do pretty good fucking American accents. Yeah. They would do like pretty good ones. And I always wonder if when people in other countries, do they feel like me, like no, like just so lost about the US and they're, you know, and they're just like, what do they think about us? Like Fenty Fold?
Oh, Lord.
That's all they think about us, huh? Like school shooting, Fenty Fold, Pop Tart,
Yeah.
stovetop mac and cheese, Mountain Dew. Heart disease, cholesterol, red
Like
40.
A honeyed ham.
Honeyed ham. What else? Like just what's so like just stupid American
Or
stuff.
like a chili dog, but like piled with a
Oh
bunch of
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Chili dog and Applebee's chicken salad.
And
They
ribs.
said in the Netherlands that the best treat for people out there, it's a piece of bread with butter on it and a whole pile of chocolate
Sprinkles. You showed me that.
Oh, I saw
and it's
that.
only and it's like 750,000 of them eaten a day.
Wow.
How do they know that many people are making it?
This thing just like
Who
the
all
amount of
buys
that-
bread, butter, and
yeah,
sprinkles?
yeah, like who like the amount of people that buy them. You know what I mean?
That sounds
I
so
feel like
good.
It's just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But it's like, you know what I mean?
I'd go to town on one of those.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I could eat one of those. Real nice.
A little.
But it's like, look how we look at that, like it's fucking sprinkles.
Yeah.
every day,
And
you know what I
butter.
mean?
There's this girl from Ukraine that eats like a bunch of pickled vegetables, and she goes to her grandma's house, and she's like,
I've seen it.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
mystery wine.
Uh-huh.
She's like every day. She's like every time I come to my grandma's house, the mystery wine is a must. And she like her grandma like probably ferments like juice and turns it into wine in Ukraine, and like it'll be in a Coca-Cola bottle, and she'll just pour a big glass of it and just drink. And I'm like,
Wow.
just like stinky treats.
Yeah, pickles.
Pickles.
And fish.
Yeah, a lot of fish, and like her snacks be hella weird.
Yeah, they love potatoes.
Bread chips.
Bread. And their bread looks weird too.
I want to try it.
I want to try the whole thing.
Me too.
Should we do like a mukbang?
Let's do a mukbang. On TikTok, they sell like Japanese candies or like stuff from other countries. We should order some.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What if I barf on camera?
We'll censor it.
Oh, the censor on there? That's so funny. Okay, let's do outro and then I can go read the rosary. Do the rosary. It's like, I don't even know what they do. I just know they be praying fast and loud.
Just nonstop.
One day I'm gonna do it. Just like for the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah. I think that should be our last thing for 2026. Should be like just doing more stuff just for the vibes.
For the vlog.
Oh my god, that's like you doing the kung fu's like for the vibes, huh?
Yeah. It's just for a story to tell.
Yeah, okay. Maybe one day I'll do the rosary. Imagine I'm like, you guys, I'm giving my life to Christ. Like, I'm going to be a nun. And I would just come do the podcast anyway. But then I would just talk about nun shit. Oh, what if I fall in love with the priest? I'm just kidding. Okay, bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Caile. It was so much fun to talk and hang out. Happy 2026 on paper, but the real New Year's in March. So let's just keep talking about that. We have a 3-month trial. 2026, we're on our 3-month trial. So we should talk about what we're going to do in the 3-month trial. We should make the contract. Okay, next episode, me and Andy are going to bring it. Ooh, and we'll have a new mic.
Hey.
All right, bye.